Greetings, I'm Cross Knights, and this is Let's Play Breath of Fire 2. It has been a while. If you haven't been watching the other videos I've been releasing, you might not know that I was sick. And I'm still kind of sick. I'm just congested. And I actually feel a little bit worse today than I did yesterday, which is messed up because it's been a week. So, but it's been too long. This LP has been dormant for too long. I'm gonna read the... I have to mute the voices that I generally do, because I'm not up to that right now. But, last time we went to Toonland, we got a ability to speak to the Toonlindians, and I think I need to talk to their queen, because we need the therapy pillow to go inside the mind of a tree. Because our lives are very complicated. I'm a mercenary guard in service of this castle. You have a name and everything, and you're a Highlander. I have a feeling you might be important later. This is the treasure vault. Unauthorized entry is prohibited. I bet that's the pillow. I bet if we could just break into there, we could avoid a whole side quest. But it's a side quest that probably has to do with us rooting a demon, because it always is, so we shouldn't skip those anyway. Wow, there's all types of races here. That new chef, I think his name was Crawler or something, he uses some remarkably exotic flowers in his cooking. I'm asking what he uses to achieve the curious taste and aroma, but he's surprisingly tight-lipped about it. You guys are eating bugs. I hate to tell you. The food here is like ambrosia, and there are gorgeous ladies everywhere you look. If there's such a thing as heaven on earth, then this must be the place. I can't think of anywhere I'd rather live. If only we could actually talk to these people. The queen has such a remarkable appetite. She eats enough for 10 full-grown men every meal. There have been several comments about the queen's weight since we got here. Also, there have been comments about a diet wizard, which is still hilarious to me. I'm afraid our queen is ailing at the moment. I remember reading that. Okay. Because I made some horrible joke about not giving her ale. This is a disaster. I wish there was something we could do to cure the queen's illness. Well, we see if we can work on it. This may be a short video. This month has just been a disaster, to be honest. Not like in my personal life. Just as far as running the channel. Because I've been sick. It's messed up everything. It messed up all of my plans. Wow, alright, you certainly take up a few pixels. You can understand me? Then, if you can, please listen. The queen's weight problem has become deadly serious. She can no longer move under her own bulk. If we can't figure out a way to shave some pounds off her, I'm afraid she is fated to die the most ignominious death. I don't know what that means. I've heard the word, but I couldn't give you a definition. I beg of you, please save the queen. And I'll mention again, I would be doing, like, voices, I have to read it straight at this point. That old bastard Gep spent half his time piss-drunk and the other half chasing skirts. No wonder he was exiled. I feel sorry for whoever was ever living on that miserable little island that he got sent to. I knew I was gonna have to find the diet wizard. It makes my head hurt to even consider it, but Gep is the only one who can save the queen from herself now. Grumble. Oh, I'm so hungry, but everything I eat goes straight to my thighs. I feel like I weigh a ton. You might. You might literally. Let's go try to find that diet wizard. Let's go look for a little island. A little tiny island. So whatever island he's on, it must be smaller than this one if they called it a miserable little island. I really do miss the maps, by the way, from the other game. There's a miserable little island. Presuming there's a way on said island as well. That ain't looking promising. I'm also presuming it's around Toonland, but there's no way to know that for sure. Oh, this is Gantz, isn't it? Grants. Yeah. Alright. So it's not here. This is actually a pretty big continent. And it's bigger than Tunland, so I don't know why. I thought maybe. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, Well, we got Hawaii over here. It's a series of islands. There's just, again, no way to get on them. That looks promising, doesn't it? Except it's a cape. Let's just check it out anyway. Though, isn't this the house where you go into and it's like, there's nothing here? Woo. Yeah. It's this jerk. Ugh. Alright. I guess I'll go for a more extended look. I thought I could just find it and show it, but I'll just travel around the world. We'll figure it out eventually. I mean, it's not this, is it? This is an island, but there's no way to get onto it. Oh boy. I'm worried that I'm gonna be sent on a second side quest to figure out how to get to the island. Because I've looked well, I probably haven't looked everywhere. I've probably gone stupid and only done certain things I guess I could always look it up. I just didn't want to. I'm gonna stop back at home real quick just to see if the characters can give me any insight, but if not, I'll look it up. It'll be fine. The characters are at least talking about it, so that's a good sign. A diet wizard? People can actually pay for that? Hey, check this out. I'm talking in Melodia. Pretty good, right? I don't know. Answer me honestly. Do I look fat to you? I have to go. There's the thing... How huge does a person have to get before they realize something is wrong with them? There's no way this is natural. There's some magic demon faces going on here. The people of Melodia are said to talk using music, but I can't quite see how that's supposed to work. How can they possibly convey meaning effectively without the aid of words? Well, even words are they're just grunts and noises that come out of your head. You know, they can get pretty complex, but I figure the most effective way to convey confidence would be like pictures and emotions, but, you know. Alright, so he's still stuck on Gulfham, which is, that's fair. I like that they put that, ability to get his story for a little bit longer, where everyone else's dialogue changed, he's still on it. Probably hasn't stopped thinking about it since we left. It's true that I'm a princess, but sometimes the word feels more like an insult than a title. A common conception seems to be that royal birth makes you pampered, and a stuck-up airhead. It hurts to be thought of like that. So her mind is on the fact that there's another princess, like, being bad-mouthed constantly, which is fair. Of course, she knows all about being bad-mouthed as a princess, I guess. Interesting information did not help me, so on to the FAQ, I guess. So, they said it was northeast of Tunland and north of Hometown. Now, since Hometown is right there... Oh. That's it. Okay. Never... I would not have found that for a very long time. Every single time I came up here, I went, like, to the left, because I didn't think there was anything over here. Well, this is where I'm supposed to be. Oh, dear. Looks like we have a new array of enemies. That's probably only gonna spell trouble. Is this? Oh, that's Tapita. I was like, how is this cat? Cat does have Slice, though. Also known in the original as Chop Chop. Learned from the finest chefs that eat humans. Nice job, Rand. Nope. I was hoping that'd be enough to finish him, but that'll be. Okay. Let's also change formation. Because I like that attack power. No, I did not mean to do that. Son of a... You go first. And then you... there. Formation, scatter. Because I heard he was a sponge, but like, if I'm gonna nerf someone's attack power completely, I'd rather it be Tapeta than Rand. He's actually doing some decent damage. Ugh. Do not tell me that you're forcing me to have Sten. Because I just had Sten. Well, we'll see if I can go through without him. But, I mean, my instincts say that I need him if they're gonna pull that crap. Those were some Sten holes right there. Oh. Alright, it looks like maybe I don't need to go as far as I thought. Apologies, the Master is a bad drunk and an even worse lecher. He was once the royal diet wizard, and his lonesome behavior got him exiled to this place. Not surprising, really. Why did you get exiled with him, though? Jeez. So, what are you here for? Got some business with me? I ain't got no time talking to the likes of you. But if there's a pretty lady amongst yourselves, I can chew the fat with you all night. So I saw in the FAQ that it said bring at least one woman. The interesting thing is you can bring Cat, Nina, or Spar if he's fused into his female form, which I think is pretty cool. I never knew that you could do that. But, we've got Cat, so let's use Cat. Ooh, la la indeed. You've got a fine-looking woman there. And she smells nice, too. I'm not making sniffers noises in my state. You must be here for the world-famous services as... You must be here for my world-famous services as a diet wizard. Come a little closer. I'll give you one of my special checkups. Free of charge. Oh, you say you know of someone in dire need of my diet wizard talents. Well, why didn't you say so? You, my friends, are looking at the world's foremost expert in diet magic. So, who is this unfortunate lady who is requiring my skills? The Queen of Tunland? Tunland? Did you say Stop making me say the name so much. It's gonna be obvious that I changed it because I didn't like the change. That's the place that hateful woman had me exiled from. No, never. I'm never going back to Tunland here. But I might be open to a compromise. Perhaps a little recompense might help change my mind, How about it, miss? You, me, and a wild night of passion. It'll be spectacular. No, stop! I was just kidding. Can't you girls take a joke? Oh my god. I get the hint already. I'll go to Tunland, no questions asked. Just get that stick away from me. There, I've had my fun for now. Shall we be going? My unparalleled skills can turn mountains of flab into skinny little pencils with but a monochrome of effort. I'll be leaving with these people. Take care of the house while I'm gone. Let's get going. I am really, really curious as to how this scene pans out with other characters. I bet Nina just, like, shoots a fireball at him or something. I saved in town right before I came here. So, I'm actually curious enough that I think I'm gonna check to see what happens with the other characters, if you don't mind. Alright, let's see if this is a waste of time or not. Let's see. Exclamation point. You know, you're cute when you're murderously enraged. Don't get the wrong idea, though. I can never do such a thing to an upstanding lady such as yourself. Well, actually I could, but... There, I've got my fun for now. Shall we be going? Okay, this was kind of worth it, because that was a completely different situation. Like, Nina just looked really indignant, to the point where he's like, woo! Alright, I was just trying to get a rise out of you. Cat just started beating him to death, so I'm really curious as to what Spar's gonna do. Especially because Spar, like, doesn't have emotions, supposedly. Wait, what's this? Either my eyes are deceiving me, or you're underage? No, forget it. You're not my type. I was only kidding in the first place. I think that's just a reference to, there's probably not the same anatomy, because Spar's, like, a mushroom in this form, so he was like, oh. Alright, well, I mean, I feel like that was worth doing. Let me, revert to my old save, so that I don't have to go back and change party members again. Also, the, you know how they have different lines if they're in your party, or if you meet them in your rooms in the house? Nina said, looking at the princess, I'm actually worried about my own weight. Maybe I should stop flying around everywhere. And Sten said, that amount of weight gain makes no sense. It is impossible for it to be natural. Which is my suspicion, even though I don't really remember this part in the game. It's always demons, though. Everything that happens in this game is demons. Now, it makes sense to just warp there, because I have Tapeta, but I realize I should try to find Toonland from this island. So if it was towards the northeast, we'll just go, southwest. Nope. And this is... That's Gantz. Alright, so I was somewhat close sometimes to finding it. Oh, look at this. I don't get why they don't provide you a map. They really didn't, right? Like, I can hit all the buttons, and there's no map. I just hit the analog sticks. There were no analog sticks on the Super Nintendo. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna go find land, and I'm gonna warp there. It's not like I can't find it again. It's right to the north of Hometown. But I wanted to do it without crazy arcane powers. Is that so bad? Maybe. Maybe I'm just not allowed as such. What do we got? Alright, I got like no money on me, so it's either in the bank or I spent it. Wanted to make sure about that. Alright, Cat is rearing to go. I'm assuming the Diet Wizard's already here. Yep, not there. Wow. This must be where they make royal announcements or something. That is some instrument there. Huh. Alright. Good. Cutscene is happening. What's taking that boy so long? At this rate, we'll be holding the Queen's funeral by the time he gets back. You. What in the name of sweet music are you doing back here? Ah, you're as fresh as always, my dear woman. You seem to be doing well indeed. No thanks to you. Just the thought of breathing the same air as you makes me want to choke. Yes, well, I think your queen would prefer you not talk like that to her only hope. As strange as it might sound, I've got a very important job to do, and I'm on a tight schedule. Oh, fine. You get a 1-hour ceasefire to do your thing. Just don't screw up. Now, let's see our patient. And keep your hands where they belong. Perish the thought, madam. Indeed, you just named the last thing I'd want to do with her in this condition. What a dick. Alright, let's begin the examination. God, what on earth? This is bad. This is very bad. I'm detecting a malevolent force at work in the Queen's body. I'm shocked. I cross knights. Shocked. Huh. This is no ordinary weight problem. The Queen is being possessed. No, that's not quite accurate. It's more than simply a hostile takeover of her soul. Her entire body is being transformed into something horrible. Are you serious, you old quack? I've heard stories of people turning into monsters before now, but our queen? How can you expect me to believe? Quite easily, my dear. The queen has always been stuck up and self-centered ever since she was a little girl. Not that she deserves this fate, but that attitude makes her the perfect target for a demon that's possessing her. Of course, with an expert like me on the job, the Queen is already good as cured. Though even a genius like myself will require some assistance in this case. Ryu, I have an important request to make. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go up his mountain. I need to stay here and monitor the situation, so I require you to return to the island for a brief errand. If I'm going to save the Queen, I'll need some vital supplies. This letter will explain everything. Don't let me down. Got the letter. Hand this letter to my apprentice on the island. He'll know what to do. Time is of the essence. I have a feeling I'm going to need Sten back in my party, which I don't know why that would require him when the previous storyline forces you to have him for so long, but it is what it is. Alright, I'm not screwing around this time. We're gonna warp there. Warp New Haven. That's hometown, right? No, New Haven's not hometown. New Haven is, hiding place, right? Thinking of township or something? Oh no, that was right, New Haven. Used to be called hometown. I'll give the, translator credit this time. Hometown is a ridiculous name. Especially because it's not my hometown. Gate is. I should have brought Sten, damn it. Alright, I'm sure I'll have to go back for him in a sec. Yup. What the hell? Oh my word. How long have I left you people waiting? A few seconds. My apology. I had some free time on my hands, so I decided to try this calisthenics program I heard of. It's really slamming. So what business do you have here? Was that a letter from me? Ah, it's from my master. I see. Seems we have an emergency on our hands. No need to panic. Now, just listen carefully. I need, that is, my master needs, you to go to the top of the mountain and obtain a mushroom. Here's what it looks like. We need a mushroom that looks exactly like that. There are other kinds of mushrooms up there, so make sure you pick the right one. Oh dear. Can you show me that again? I need to make some mental notes. 3 points. It's kind of like a diamond. There's 4 light parts. 1 big one, 3 smaller ones. That's enough mental notes, right? So, I mean, first of all, I kind of want to get into a fight here because there's a cave. I can just nuke whatever there is. I was expecting something new, and I got it. Arming nukes. This way, I mean, I'm assuming I'm going to be fighting these guys outside, too. Oh. Oh. Well, Cat needs more HP, clearly. Boom. Alright, my voice is definitely giving out a little bit. I've been cutting out all the coughing and stuff, but I can fear the itchiness, so I gotta stop really soon. There was progress this episode, though. Let's go grab Sten for next time, at least. Maybe I'll go up the mountain a little bit just to see what it has. Oh my. Did it get bigger? It did! The town has been expanded. I can actually start recruiting people. Okay, new plan. I mean, let's get Sten at least. But my new plan is we'll have Sten... We'll bring Sten, for sure. Yes, yes. But then I think I'm gonna go recruit some people for the town now that I can. I'm sure there's at least one person that's available that I can get. So, yeah. Let me do that. That makes more sense than going a little bit up the mountain where I can't save. Alright, that took a long time to research, but at least I didn't have to talk during it. So I think this is the first guy I'm gonna recruit for the town. Philistines. I swear they'll pay for this insult. All I did was offer to immortalize the fair princess' virgin body in stone. But the moment I asked her to strip, she ordered her jackboot thumbs to deposit me in this jail cell. This is an outrage, an attack upon art itself. Certainly you, sir, can agree. Of course. Ah, true patron of the arts. You, my friend, are a rare breed this day and age. Very well, I shall lend my talents to your town. Watch as I wrap every house in the very essence of art. I've never had this guy, nor did I know that he existed. I could have chosen to open up a fish shop. And if I had a thing called the, like a kitchen, if you've heard of this strange building, it's called a kitchen, apparently it would be very useful. But I don't. Instead, I have a room that tells us useless statistics about our party. So I don't care about the fish shop. Instead, I'm doing... apparently he has a cosmetic benefit, and I think that's very cool. The second guy I need is in Winland. I think I'm gonna use him. He is... he's useful for one thing specifically. But, yeah. I think it'll be cool. Well, this was a bust. I looked everywhere, and apparently he's in Windy Castle, and I don't have access to that. I'm guessing I'll have access to it again someday in the future. And the guy for the third house, because I get 3 houses total, also not accessible yet, but will be soon. So, I guess I'm done. That was a large amount of time to waste on very little payoff, but, you know, so it goes. Next time I will be climbing a mountain with these, manly men. So, here. And that'll be that. Whee! So thank you very much for watching. I have my, new Patreon picture up. It's of Dead Cells, the other game that I'll be playing mostly this month. And, yeah. I made 2 versions. I made a short version for games like Breath of Fire, and a long version for things like Dead Cells. Which, you know, it wasn't that much more work to make 2 different versions, so I should be doing that from now on if I'm going to be playing mixed format games. In any case, thank you very much for watching. Sorry for such a long break, but it was unavoidable. And I'll see you guys next time. Yeah. Later.